that again. It's a rich thing.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kisiwa, and if you're new here, you're welcome to the family. So in today's video, we're going to look at how to transfer an image onto a canvas board on a low budget. So these are the items you're going to need: water in a spray bottle. You also need your paint, a black paint to be specific. You need a white glue, and then you need your brushes as well, and then you also need a double-sided tape, adhesive tape, and then a canvas board. So I got this canvas board from Acrylics, and your printed images, and then your pair of scissors. So let's get started. So to start with, you trim the edges of the image you're using until wherever your image does not cover on the sheet, you take it out with the scissors. So I got this image printed by Design Mandates, and you can check them out on Instagram at mandate_design. Then after you're done trimming the edges of the image, you apply your glue onto the surface of the canvas board. So I don't have a brush to do the application, so I use my makeup brush. Hope you can do that, but if you don't have a makeup brush or any brush, you can use your fingers to just apply it. It's cool and accepted. So after that, you place your image onto the canvas board, specifically the printed side of the paper or the sheet. Okay, so if you have, or if you had writings on the image, you make sure that you reverse the image before you print it out, just so you get a perfect image. Also, you make sure that you clear or take out all the air bubbles from the surface of the canvas. So you can see I tried to take out and it was quite difficult here to do this. This was the second time I was doing this image, and for the first time I didn't get that much of trouble because I used it on a smaller canvas. But this, it took me time. So you can see now I have no air bubbles on my image, and this is the back of the canvas as well. So after 24 hours of drying the image, this was what it looked like. Then I sprayed the surface with water, just water and nothing else. After that, I rubbed my fingers on the image just to remove the white paper from it. Now you have to do this gently so that you don't rub the image of the canvas. At any time, if you see that the image is coming off, you just stop rubbing the side of the image. So if at a point the water you spray on it dries up, you can still apply some water and then keep on rubbing. And so this is how it looks like after the first layer of the paper has been taken off. So you could see that the paper hasn't been completely taken off the image, so you have to spray, then apply more water and rub and rub and rub till you take off all the pieces and particles of papers from the image. Okay, so this is how it looks when the second layer of the paper was taken off, but you still see some pieces and particles of paper at some points or sides of the image. So you spray and then you rub your fingers through it. So now that we have completely taken the particles of paper off the image, you apply your white glue onto the image. Now this is to give it a shiny and glossy look. It also brings out the colors and the image after it is completely dried. So you paint the sides of the canvas board with a black acrylic paint or any color of paint of your choice. But mind you, it is not all acrylic paint that gets stuck or glued to a canvas board. So please do your research before you buy the paint. This is the result of the image. It wasn't as perfect as the first one I made of this lovely soul called Edinam on Instagram. So please be patient when rubbing it off, just so you can take all the particles of papers off. So I didn't like that and I made this magic. So let's get into how I got this image. These are the items I used. I got an image printed on a photo card. I don't know the name for it, but your normal picture printed out. That is what I did. And I used a 40 by 40 canvas board. Then I trimmed the size of the image. I did that off camera, and then obviously I'm going to use my black paint and then my white glue, my brushes, scissors, and then double-sided tape. I painted the sides of the canvas board and I extended it to the surface of the canvas board, just so when you place your image on the canvas board and it doesn't cover some parts, you just see the black thing, you don't see the white board. Then I cleaned the surface with a foam. You can clean it with any material, either tissue or a cloth, just to take away all the particles from it. Then I applied my white glue onto the surface. I applied just enough to the surface. After that, I gently place my image onto the canvas board. Now with this method, you don't place the printed side onto the canvas, but rather you place the unprinted side onto the canvas, and make sure that it is stuck or it is glued to the canvas board. So you press your hand on the surface or the corners and you are good to go. Also, you clean any particles on the image and make sure it is super clean and neat. So this is what the image looked like after I had finished. So you dry it for an hour or two and you're good to use it. So you take a portion of the double-sided tape and then place it at the back of the image. So these are the images I made and it was super cool. So I have images of my friends who are also YouTubers in here. So I have Solasi and I have Sola Custodia, who is also a new YouTuber. So please, their links are in my description box below. You can check out their content. They have great content. I have the image, 40 by 40 image of my bestie here as well. So if you enjoyed this video, if you liked this video, if it was helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and then give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to click on the notification bell. Thank you.